everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lisa with Lisa's Garden Harvest. I was in Lowe's today and I was looking for some soil acidifier for my blueberries because I'm gonna be planting out my blueberry bushes coming up here soon. I'm gonna plant them today in-house and get them ready for the outside. I'm not sure if I actually should plant them in the house and then put them out later on, but I'm really kind of anxious about getting my plants set out for the spring. And I was at Lowe's today, so I picked up the acid acidifier, and then I picked up a couple of other things and another blueberry bush so that I can get started. I was there and they were actually giving out wooden roses today. So take this opportunity today to go in Lowe's for Valentine's Day, because if you're a member at Lowe's, they're giving out beautiful, beautiful wooden roses today. And I thought that was awesome because I'm supposed to be doing a wedding in July, and the bride, she wants wooden roses for her bouquet and possibly for her girls. So this is how beautiful they are. So you can take the opportunity to go in Lowe's today for Valentine's Day and get your wooden roses. But in the meantime, I really wanted to talk to you guys about my seedlings. I'm really having a hard time trying to keep them alive, and I think they may need to be fertilized, but I'm not sure of that. So I'm gonna take you over here and we're gonna take a look at them together. Some of these are the wooden, some of these are the seedlings that we did together. And some of our seedlings we did not make it very good. They didn't make it at all, hardly. So I had to get rid of a lot of them and start from scratch. And you know, you can do that. But I really would like for them to get good and strong. So I'm having a problem with some of them being leggy. And I really want to try to do something differently. But I need to know what to do and how to go about it. So let's take a look at the seedling. And here are the seedlings. And they look like they're doing pretty good, but I'm not sure if they're leggy or not. I pulled a few of them out and they look like they're growing really close to the surface, like they don't really have a good root system. And then here is the lettuce. Down here is the lettuce and snapdragons. Snapdragons are here. And the lettuce and sweet sage is here. The sweet basil over here. So in the comments, if you could leave something in the comments to let me know what it is that I should be doing or need to do to strengthen them and make them look better. I have some tomatoes and a lot of them have died off, and that was okay because this was just something that I was trying to do in advance to see how they would come out. So take this time to comment down below to let me know what you think I should do about the seedlings. And don't forget, go to Lowe's and try to see if you can get your wooden roses, or pick up any other items that you may need, because this is the time to get your items when you're not planting out right yet, and you want to go ahead and get your items so that you can begin getting ready for your spring spring plants. And I'm gonna pot up my I'm gonna go ahead and pot up my blueberries today. I've been prolonging it and I want to pot them up today. So, okay guys, I'm back. I was fooling with this stand and I was having some trouble with it. But yeah, I'm gonna plant up my blueberries today and we're gonna see how that goes. And really, I don't have a lot to show you. I don't have a lot going on right now, but I'm trying to plan and purchase my fruit trees that I want to get out this summer. I want to plant them along the side of my fence this year and do some actual bushes this year. Because a lot of times I don't do a lot of fruit trees. I don't do a lot of like blueberry, raspberries, and all that. And right now, I really would just like to have blueberry trees. And I wanted to plant some more on to the other side of my grapevine. Last year was my grapevine's first year. It didn't produce grapes, but we're trying to get it set up to where it would run over the trailers and just be beautiful. And I also want to make grapes, take the grapes and make some jams and jellies and stuff like that out of it. So that's another reason why I wanted to do blueberries, so I can do some jams and stuff like that. But I'm gonna take this opportunity to take care of all of that today, and I might invite you to come along with me to plant my blueberry plants in-house. And if that's something that I shouldn't be doing, because I kind of read up on it, and it did say to plant it out, just don't plant it in the ground for like 2 years, but I can plant it in like a raised bed or a pot that's large enough to hold it. And but I believe that it said I can plant it right out. I really would like to, since we've been having so much snow and the ground is so hard, I really would like to take the opportunity to plant it in a pot. And I picked up a couple of pots that I was gonna put it into before I plant it into the ground. I actually only picked up one because I had one at the time. And I have it in here ready to go. But I also wanted to purchase another pot. But I've been buying pots, but some of them are too large. And I really don't want to food with something that large in my home. So I thought about going and purchasing another one of these pots from Menards. And they're only running like $3.98. But I still want to go ahead and get this stuff started so that I can take care of that. And then later on with you, possibly in the next video, I talked to you about doing this greenhouse over here. I put this greenhouse together, and I told you that I had 2 of them, and I wanted to put one will live in the basement and the other one will live outside for my seedlings when I want to harden them off. This greenhouse was very inexpensive. It was only $24, and it definitely is from Menards. And I just thought this would be a great place to put your seedlings and have a cover over it, and to close it up when you put water in them, so that you can have the moisture to stay in. But I also thought that I would not put the other one together until I do it with you. I wanted you to see it. Feels kind of heavy in this box. So I wanted you to see it in the box on how big the box actually is. And you can see what it looks like over there, but here's a picture of what it looks like. But what I wanted to do was put it together with you, because I wanted you to be able to see how easy it is to put together without screwdrivers or anything like that. So you're basically just pushing it together, putting them together, and laying the racks on top of each other, and then putting the cover over the top. It's so easy for a woman to do. I know a lot of times things are a bit challenging when we're trying to do things as a woman, trying to get your husband to do it for you, and you have to possibly wait. A lot of times as women, we don't like to wait. We like our things put together right now. So this is a project that you could put together within less than, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes, if that. But you're only putting it together. You don't need anything to help you put it together, just yourself. You don't even need the directions. Although they're there for you, you don't need them, because that's how easy it is. You look at it, you see which tubes go to which, and then you put the shelves together. It's really simple and really easy to put together. And I really would like for you to go out and purchase something like this, because it's really inexpensive to get you started on your seedlings. Now, let me tell you something about seedlings. Seedlings is something that I don't normally do, because a lot of times I just don't have the patience to do them. But I wanted to take this opportunity this year to put seedlings together so that I don't have to go and purchase a whole lot of plants. I wanted something to go into the ground as soon as the ground is ready to receive my plants. I want to prepare myself, get my seedlings hearted off so that they'll be ready to go into the ground. I know that gardening can be expensive, but it is very much organic. You're putting good stuff in your body. But at the same time, I want to take the time to be able to see what I can do to make it a little bit cheaper, because although I'm spending money on the greenhouses, I'm spending money on seeds, which I told you were very inexpensive. I try to keep you informed when I'm getting seeds, to where I told you seeds at Menards were running 10 cents. I forget the brand right now, but the seeds are running 10 cents. And now when I went back the other day, they're running 36 cents. So they're kind of going up and down, but they're still very, very affordable. And this is something that you should go out and purchase and at least try. Now, I got a lot of plants going here in my house everywhere, which is something I don't like to do either, because it's all over the place. But it's a beautiful thing to see your seedlings come up. And I would like for you to try and do the same thing, even if you're just doing two seedlings. You can just put one cart of seedlings in of a 36 cell or a 72 cells, and just do one and do different items in each one. You got 72 cells, you can do 5 of each different things to put in there, and then put a light over it and grow it. And then read up on things so you'll know what to plant out when, how to plant things out, what to write down when you get ready to start your seedlings. When you put something in dirt or soil, you want to be able to write them down so you'll be able to see when you started something and when you need to harvest that. So a lot of times, like when I did my watermelon, I get so excited sometimes about putting stuff in, I don't even write it down. Then when time for harvest to come, I can't remember when I put it in the ground. So let's not start with that. Let's start with doing your first 72 or even 36 cells of seedlings. Try to do 72 cells, because that way you can have multiple cells to plant out, multiple plants to plant out. So if you do 5 peppers and 5 tomatoes, but right now we're kind of in brassica season. So if you do your greens and you do your cabbage and your lettuce, and you do those things and you do 5 of each of those, you'll have something ready to plant out in the next month or so. You know, I know this is February, and I know that's kind of late to be getting ready to plant, but trust me, it will grow quickly, and you can harden them off and you can get them in the ground soon, because the ground's not ready to receive them anyway. So let's take the opportunity to at least try to plant out some food. Get you some food ready to plant out. And once you at first start seeing a harvest, once you start seeing things grow, you're excited about that. And when harvest comes, oh my God, you will be so excited when you can harvest food. Sometimes harvests come in so much, you don't even know what to do with it. But let's first start planting out our food this year, and then we'll see what it is we need to do with it. Even if you have to give most of it away, the next year you will have a better plan for freezing, cutting up and freezing your vegetables, feeding your family off of what you have that make that last through the whole year. It is nothing like having food to feed your family or for yourself, to have food for the whole year. That's exciting. And it's awesome. So let's work on that. And then maybe later on today, I can come to you with a couple of more, with this project, as far as putting this greenhouse here together later on with you. And it may be even in the next video. I'll probably attach them together. If I don't do this in this video, we'll do it on the next video. But I also want to put my blueberry plants in a pot today as well. So you can come along with me with that. And it may be later on, but you can come along and we can do that together as well. I thank you so much for taking this opportunity to spend this time with me in my home and watching me try to help you plant out so that you can have food throughout the year. And we can do this together, because I'm not all that grand on doing this either. I haven't been doing this this long as far as doing seeds and putting them out there. But I'm going to take the opportunity to do that this year. And I would like for you to take the opportunity to do that with me so we can work together. And the more you want me to talk about the seedlings or just purchasing things that are inexpensive for you to go and buy, we can do that together. So comment and let me know what it is you would like to see, you would like for me to do, or you would like to help me with, because I need help on this as well. So I thank you so much for taking this opportunity of taking this journey with me. And remember, I'm doing all of this with you in mind. Have a good Valentine's Day. Hello guys, I'm back with you with planting up my blueberries. So I told you I would come back and plant this up with you. And remember, I also talked about how I really didn't know exactly what to do as far as if I should plant this up in the house or not, because I'm not sure if it'll mess with the roots to plant in the house and take it back outside and plant it. But I really wanted to get started on getting some things planted out and getting them started. Now, I had this one, I've got this one last week, but I've got this one today, and it's starting to bud already. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's starting to bud already. So I think I'm going to put it in the ground first, in the pot. So this is the pot that I am, I also want to show you these pots that I purchased from Lowe's. I was in there picking some stuff up last week, and they have these. They're plastic. They are plastic, but look how large they are. Now, I don't even know what I'm going to plant in there. Maybe some potatoes, or maybe some sweet potatoes or something like that, because they're awful deep. And I paid $4.44 for these. They had these on sale. So it really, so I picked up 2 of them. So I'm gonna use it today to mix my soil with. But if when you get there and you go to those places early, it gives you the opportunity to find inexpensive items that you probably would not even look at twice, but because I would never have looked at this twice. I know me. But for $4, I started thinking about all kind of ideas of what I can do with this. So I picked up some Miracle-Gro potting soil to mix with. And I know it says a lot of them feeds up to 3 months. I'm not sure. This one says 6 months. It feeds up to 6 months. So I figured I would use this big bucket to mix in. So it said it needed, I can't remember all what the blueberry said it needs, but it's gonna feed it like it's supposed to for so many months. At least that's what I think, and this is what I'm gonna try. So I'm gonna put some of the soil in here, and I'm gonna mix it with, well, first I'll use some of my acid acidifier. Let me get my gloves on, because I don't want to deal with, put that type of stuff on my hands. It's organic acid acidifier. So we're gonna let's take a handful of that. I'm not gonna measure it. I'm just gonna take a handful of it and mix it. 2 handfuls, because I'm gonna have plenty of soil. And this is organic, and it's for blueberries and hydrangeas. So we're gonna try that, and then we're gonna mix some of this. It has a lot of cocoa coir in it. This is for when you're starting seedlings. It's really light, and it has a cocoa coir, and it feeds up to 3 months as well. Organic. So we're gonna use that over top of that, so we'll have some good drainage there. Now all this soil is supposed to be good. It's supposed to feed up to 3 months. The Miracle-Gro is 6 months. And I don't know a lot about Miracle-Gro because I never buy the Miracle-Gro. So I'm mixing this soil along with the acidifier and the other cocoa coir soil. I think it could use a little more cocoa coir, but we're gonna mix that all in there real good. And I'm not really sure about Miracle-Gro. I hear a lot of things about it, and a lot of times some of the things are not that great, but I don't know whether if it's a bad thing or a good thing. But we're gonna go ahead and mix this up. So I'm gonna put a little in here, and again, I'm gonna put a little more soil in here and press it towards the bottom so I can get the blueberries. Get the blueberries in here. So we got a really good mixture here. I think I also bought me some liquid fertilizer, and it may be some fish emulsion that a different brand. I'm not quite sure where I put it, but I did buy some of that because it'd be, and I hear that you shouldn't really use it in your house, or maybe you shouldn't use it in your house. I'm not really sure. I don't know if it's because of the smell. I don't know. I'm not really sure. But let's take and do the new one. I lose everything. Scissors. I am going to do a setup, a better setup for my seedlings next year. I don't really like doing them in-house, so I'm gonna try to do a better setup for them. So here it is. And like I said, if there's anything that I need to know, I need to let you know. You need to let me know that, because I'm not sure. I have never done a blueberry one before, so basically we're going to do this together, and we're going to hope that I do it right. It seems to be breaking all apart, so I'm not sure if that's okay or not, but we're going to do this together. I'll put that excess soil in there. I haven't got it all in here yet. Let's mix that in. The excess soil that's on the outside of it. And it looks pretty good. Let me use this. It looks pretty good, so just wanna get it in here. I mean, I don't know if I should, whether if it should touch the top or, you know, press it down, or I'm not really sure. I haven't really read upon this like I normally do. But I'm wanting you to leave it in the comments. I don't get comments, or very many comments, very little comments I get. And I'm asking you to subscribe to my channel so we can talk about this. Don't just look at mine and go past it. Take the opportunity to subscribe and come back to me and save me and talk to me about what I'm doing wrong, or what it is that you might want to know. Because like I said, this here is all new to me as well. I don't know a lot about it, this part of gardening, or just gardening, because there's so many new things. And basically watching gardening channels is what my life consists of. I like to learn how to do gardening things, so this is what I look at and pay attention to most of the time. So, you know, help me to help you by going and purchasing these items, these inexpensive items. And remember, there's always something that you can get that costs next to nothing. So this is how I potted this up, and I'll do the next one later because I don't think I have the one to do it with. I do have another pot, but I don't think I have another one to do it with. But this is what it looks like. So I want you to take a good look at that, so you can leave in the comments whether if I put the soil up too high, do I need to take the soil off of it, or not to press too hard on it. I need you to let me know whether or not, if this is the right thing to do. So that's me and you planting up the blueberry bush, and I'll let you know, and I'm gonna do the other one. I'll do the other one now, but I'll do it later. You don't have to watch me do 2 of these, but I planted that up. So I would like for you to help me by letting me know what I could have done wrong, and I will plant the other one up later. And we've done this one together, and we will follow this one. Even when it gets outside, we will follow that. And keep in mind that I am struggling with my seedlings. So if there's something that you need to leave in the comment about what I need to do, because I do have everything as far as liquid fertilizer to fertilize them with. But I want to hear from you in the comments what you feel like I should do, or you know that I need to do that I'm not doing. I'd like to thank you for coming along with me with this. And then remember that I do all this with keeping you in mind. Thank you, and have a happy Valentine's Day.